while we're still fasted. Try to get a good amount of this done. Got my food cooking, my breakfast cooking, but again, I want to get a good amount of fasted cardio in today, particularly, man, on leg day. If I can get fasted cardio, I feel like we're burning through just a lot of calories. We're burning through a lot of fat at that point too, because we've already trained legs. All right, we've trained legs, so we have that EPOC going, that post-workout burn. Of course, keep in mind the leg day is fasted too. So again, get leaner and leaner and leaner. But if you guys will please click that like as soon as you get in. Hopefully we get some stuff flowing soon. The last one was pretty good, actually. The very last one was good. So I'm hoping we do at least that well in this one in terms of views, engagements, everything else. In the meantime, let me check on my stuff. All right. Let me check on my stuff. We're waiting on you guys. Got that notifications on. Appreciated nut bag. You got the crown so far. If you keep popping up with that and keep going, you'll keep that crown. So, right. What do we got going on here? Nope. People are asking about my food. It's funny. People don't realize that's Greek yogurt. Like they're seeing my food I put up on social media. Like, what is this, confection or whatever? Right? It's Greek yogurt. They'll see a little stuff in it and not realize sometimes I'll throw a couple walnuts in, or because sometimes I get a little fat added in, or I'll throw some protein powder. So yeah, they're not realizing it's not ice cream. It's just Greek yogurt. But it works. Getting the cardio going, absolutely, William. We getting that cardio did. You just stole a nutbag's crown. Hey man, you guys are now competing for the crown. Also, super chats get the crown priority too, apparently. So I got an email on the crown thing. People were asking. I'm like, I have no idea. Then I finally got an email like 4 days after it started. And it was saying that select numbers of channels have been selected for the crown in their lives for this little community thing they're trying out. It's like a beta they're doing. But apparently I got selected for it. It's kind of like a leaderboard for the live stream, right? The engagements, quality engagement, size of engagements matter. And then, of course, it said prioritize super chats, give more. So technically, it's funny, this is ridiculous. So technically, people can buy their way to the crown. I don't see anybody doing that. I don't think that's actually going to happen. It's just funny that the option is there. Dudes start trying to one-up each other on the super chats to get the number one crown. I mean, that would be cool. Unlikely to happen, but I mean, I wouldn't complain if it did. It's just funny that that is put in the notes. Like, dude, you're going to start trying to out-donate each other. Hip thrust good for hamstrings. Yeah, I think they are. They're a pretty decent hamstring exercise. Obviously, they're more glute dominant. Hip thrusts are going to use a little bit of quad, too. Dudes forget about the hip thrust being a quad exercise also. You know, glute bridge a little less so, but think about the angles involved. Your quads are in the lengthened position. It's a shortened position exercise for the glutes, but it's a lengthened position exercise for the quads. I think it's a good movement personally, you know. I mean, if someone only had barbells and a setup at a gym, I mean, you can get pretty far with a squat deadlift and a hip thrust. I think you could build a pretty monstrous lower body off those. But then again, we can do the same thing with squats and deadlifts, to be fair. Currently doing deadlift and hip thrust for hams. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Nutbag, I think that's perfectly reasonable. Man, the rate you're going now, you're going to end up keeping the crown unless someone else comes in and starts outposting you. But, yeah. No, I think that's a good combination. Doing a deadlift and a hip thrust. So I hope you're squatting in there too. I mean, good all-around combination. I don't think you can go wrong with that combo. So it sounds like you're doing, pretty decent there. I'll give it my seal of approval. Right, you'll get the Coach Blaha seal of approval on that one. So carry on, keep going. How's it going? Like, what sort of numbers you putting up on all that? What are your work sets looking like? And I'm not going to judge, dude. I get novices. Dude, I got clients now who are still deadlifting just over 200 pounds for work sets. Squats and leg extensions for quads. Okay, that should get it done. Yeah, I mean, sounds like you're getting it all done. Should be pretty good for overall leg development. If you just get strong at those movements over time, be in a good spot. Also, guys, get them likes up. Let's get these views going. Let's see if we can get this one to really blow up. Man, if you guys can keep it lively, it inspires me to stay longer. Like I stayed 10 plus minutes longer in that last one, longer than I intended to, just because of the views were high, the engagements were high. So cool. So what sort of numbers you putting up on them, that bag? And again, you don't have to be embarrassed. Nobody knows your real name. Just see where you're at with stuff, just for assessment. But views are kind of trickling up and down. We'll give it a bit. We're getting good likes though, so that'll make the views keep going up. But yeah, you're right, Williamson, getting that cardio going. And we're getting lots of it. And again, the body fat and scale's going down. I'm pretty comfortable 405. Deadlift 100 max, squat likes a bit, 235 100 max. That sounds like, I'm going to narrow this down. This is either a case of your quads are lagging or a bit of quads lagging, plus you have long arms, right? Always makes it, and you might be lean. Really lean dudes tend to have a bigger discrepancy between their deadlift and their squat. As people get fatter, the gap closes. Sometimes it goes the other way. Dudes who get fat enough will squat more than they deadlift, and I'm talking a full dev squat, like even at the elite level. So it's a lot of factors that determine those ratios. But definitely, if you're lean and have abs, it's super common for there to be a large discrepancy between the two. So no, that makes sense. You're 6'1", so you got long arms, and you're at a low body fat. Yeah, that will absolutely create that sort of gap. I would say in that case, I don't know that that's even a true imbalance yet. Okay, you got longer limbs, and you said you're lean. I don't think you're necessarily imbalanced there. That's just a structure. Look, I mean, obviously you want to keep working on the squat. You want to keep getting that higher. It would be a good thing, you know. But you're also going to work in the quad separately. You'll be fine, dude. I think your total exercise combination is good. Yeah, squat's always been tough to develop. It is what it is. Yeah, but it sounds like you're on the right track. Daddy Coach, what's up, Mikey Johnson? How you doing, man? What's going on, broski? Good, you guys keep me motivated here because Coach is super not motivated on this one. Is there a way for you to directly contact your enforcers to let them know you're live? Nope. We should be getting a couple thousand viewers. Alan, there is literally no ability for me to do that. The only way that I can do that is if they all check back in and go, where's Blaha at? I haven't seen him for a while. Then they engage me and then it'll start coming in their feed again. So because those people haven't come and clicked or watched any of my videos in a long time, nothing of mine hits their feed. There is literally nothing I can do to reach them. Unless they create a followers like hashtag thing that will tag everyone in a community post. If they ever create that, I'll blow back up. Peppermint says, hey, Coach, I came for your live as soon as you got in. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Hit like for Coach. Appreciate it. I have the bell on. I still don't get notified. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know, man. No idea, Alan. But if it gave me a way to notify all the subscribers, man. All right. Yep. So yeah, Alan, I have no clue. Maybe I should research it, figure out why that's happening. But a lot of it's because a lot of them are old followers. These could be, dude, in all honesty, I could have 50,000 followers that don't even check their YouTube account or log in. They could be people who don't even watch their YouTube anymore. Keep in mind how long ago I reached 100,000. It was like 9 years ago. So realistically, I've only gained in like the last less than 10 years, 14,000 followers. There could be dead people all in there, right? There would be people whose accounts are inactive. There would be people who don't log into their account. So it's so many reasons. I'm new to the channel, but I really enjoy the content. Awesome, Joker. Glad to hear it. Lars says, afternoon, Coach. How you doing, Lars? Good to have you in, man. Good to have you in. But we'll keep that content flowing. What's your back? That doesn't make sense. All right. All good though. Maybe re-ask your question a different way. I don't understand it. Get those likes up though, guys. Come on. Get those likes up. Figures. Oh, it's my Warhammer painting stuff. I'm not going to stop pedaling to show you guys any though. I've done it before. I've won awards and stuff for my painting, trophies and things. Yeah, it's Warhammer. That's Age of Sigmar stuff. Hold on. So he's asking. I don't want to stop pedaling on. So, to get an idea of my painting, my skills. Can you guys see that clearly? Can't tell with the camera. Yeah, it's not going to be nearly as detailed as it is in person. Because there's 6 different colors in all that skull of dry brushing. So, like even all this, there's 4 different colors of red layered in wet layers and all the cloth. Yeah, you can only do so much for the quality of the blurry. But you get the idea. There's all the base work. This is 20 hours. This, what I'm holding in my hand, that's 20 hours. Yes, I'm dead serious. So I haven't been painting many lately. I don't have time. It takes too much time right now. This is probably my best done model. My number 2 would be that Bellicor I have. It's the big demon prince looking thing. But Eternus I have the most time investment in this out of any model, which is why I grabbed it. So yeah, I have 20 hours. You can see some of the skull a little better there. Warhammer painting is really time consuming. I would miss it. It took a fair amount. Yeah, it takes patience because all that edge highlighting, all the dry brushing, because all this other stuff is edge highlighted. All that metal you see is all edge highlights and stuff. So all the chips, all the edges that makes the armor look worn. I don't know if you guys can really see it. You can probably see some on his armor here. That's all done with a detail brush for edge work. So that makes all that black armor look layered. That's all edge highlighting. Done with a really fine brush. Coach, you don't want to discuss politics. You must be pretty disappointed. No, I don't care. Hey, Lars. Can we not discuss that? Warhammer's first emperor from America. I lived there. Right? Cool. Hopefully these views pick up. We haven't got any likes in about 5 minutes now. Get them likes up, guys. We've been sitting at 8 likes. Come on. But yeah, not bad. It requires patience. You know, I don't even go on with a plan sometimes. I just start painting because just painting something you have to learn. I did take some classes, but it's a skill you have to learn. Like I have friends who paint. Like I have a friend who she literally does this for money, and she freaks out when she sees my stuff. Like she charges money and does it as a side thing, as a side gig. For me, I wouldn't make enough money to justify it. I could just make more videos and make more money per hour. But example, she's been doing it for years and she's pretty good. But then she looks at some of my stuff and goes, I can't do this. Like what the fuck? Up close. And I mean, she literally does models that she paints and sells for $100, $200 here and there. And does commission work. You know. Because she did someone's little small army and they did all the supplies and then she charged them like $300 for the labor to paint it. And they paid it. A friend of mine I've known for, gosh, like 30 years. Close to 25, whatever. So I mean, I guess I took some classes on dry brushing and stuff, and I learned some different techniques online. But it's just I just picked it up. Like some of it just came natural. Yeah. I've got those trophies and stuff. You guys have seen some of that. I mean, I'm locally recognized for my painting. And, in the actual painting contest for this. Do you think that making more videos gets more total views, or does it? No, I don't know that. I don't think it necessarily saturates. I don't know. They still go out into feeds like shorts. Yeah, probably. Blaha, thoughts on True Detective? I don't know what that means. All right. Alan, I don't know that it truly saturates. Because if I cut down to, only one informative, it's not like it gets a lot more views versus 4. Get rid of that. I'm not that dumb, y'all. Come on. All right. So yeah, you're gonna have to. Okay, so you guys have to preface. What if I told you repeatedly? You have to preface this stuff. Is it a baseball team? Is it a TV show? Is it a musician? Is it a boxer? When you ask me about someone or something, yeah, I've never heard of it. Sorry. So my thoughts are, I've never heard of it. Next. Yeah, sounds boring. True Detective. Man, that sounds about as boring as that old CSI show. You look like Goldberg. Okay. People need to make up their mind. I've been told Stone Cold Steve Austin, now it's Goldberg. Lamar, I just showed because people were asking, because I've won awards and stuff for my painting trophies. Again, you can't see the detail on here. It's just not good enough magnification. But I mean, I won awards for painting. Again, this is mostly, so to paint something like this is a combination of dry brushing. Like all this gold is like 6 different colors of bone and white in it, dry brushed. It's a lot of edge highlights for the armor. And then stuff like this is all wet layering all the cloth. Does YouTube offer free YouTube or subscriptions to content creators? No. Nope. Julio says need. I haven't played video games. I stopped playing video games before Elden Ring actually came out, so I've never played it. So when you mentioned painting before, I thought you meant like, no, I paint these. I paint models. I paint figurines, like Warhammer stuff. So again, a lot of what they call advanced techniques. This is all dry brushed, like all the tail. So this is 20 hours. He's also won trophies. So, what's up, Big J? Chest armors, what's going on, man? Do you overeat ever in your training career? Of course. Blaha, is Bigfoot real? I don't think so. Yeah, my mom. Well, your mom. Your mom might be Bigfoot. No, I don't think Bigfoot's real. Guilty pleasure. I used to love Bigfoot documentaries. I watched like every Bigfoot documentary ever made at one time because I thought it was fascinating. My conclusion after watching them, not a snowball's chance in hell it's real. But I still enjoyed them. So the actual documentaries convinced me Bigfoot is not real. The ones that were the pro hunters and the people who believed in it. Could aliens be real? Obviously, I would think they would have to be statistically. All right. I mean, of course, where we have the Femora proxy, is that what it's called? It goes into vast explanations. Go check that out as to why we might not have made contact. The late night History Channel shows were wildly entertaining with all the conspiracy, right? Right? I remember all this. Oh, man. Thoughts on 16:8 eating window? I've been doing that for years, personally, Chess. I'm literally doing it right now. I'm fasted still, doing fasted cardio. Does cortisone make you unnatural? Like the drug cortisone? I mean, in that case, antibiotics makes you unnatural. Right? I mean, cortisone technically destroys muscle tissue, so it's unnatural in the other direction. It can cause you to lose muscle. Cortical steroids can break down muscle tissue. So they're kind of the opposite of anabolic steroids. Do you believe in ghosts? I believe in the possibility. I lean in the direction of yes. How's that? Albin says, yeah, with a bunch of hearts. Awesome, man. Get those likes up though, by the way, guys, come on. So I'm gonna go with a yes on ghosts. I believe in ghosts. How long do you leave it to sleep after your last meal? Are you asking me, do I have a set number? Or do you want me to just approximate based on what happens naturally? Because it's not something I ever think about, freedom. So is that a good answer? I could guess, but I don't really care. Like, it's not part of my strategy. Probably 2 to 3 hours. But occasionally I get up and eat some protein. Sometimes if I get a hair hungry before bed and it's past my feed window, I'll grab a little chunk of chicken breast or some yogurt and a glass of water. Do you think that ghosts are just trapped souls who didn't go to... I have no idea. All right. We could speculate all day as to what ghosts are, but I do think they could be real. I've just seen a few things that would suggest to me in my life the possibility. And I don't want to go into details, you know. I don't need haters making videos about that. Let's make fun of Coach again. But I lean in that direction. I don't fully know all that. Do you still play the guitar? Yes. See them right there. They've clearly been moved. The straps are moved since last time. They have clearly been picked up and moved. Because gaining a lot of strength while hardly gaining weight, I mean, muscle is made. Usually, yeah. Jason, what would you recommend a 20-year-old jobless guy do? I'd say go get a job. If you're a 20-year-old jobless guy, either start a business or get a job. Go make some money. I mean, you don't have to get a job. You can start a business if you're entrepreneur-minded. What new songs have you picked up on the guitar? I haven't had time to learn new songs. I'm just playing the same stuff. Same stuff I've been playing lately in a few scales. When I get time to play. I'm busy with a lot of stuff. I don't get as much play time as I would like. I have too many things kind of going on, especially with all this cardio, all the other stuff. So I haven't had time to learn any new skills. Blaha, do you like Barzum? Okay, you know the rule, my mom. Is this a basketball team, a boxer, a TV show, a video game? You have to tell me what this stuff is. You have to preface it. Do you like the boxer Barzum? You got to tell me who these people or things are. Playing guitar burns calories? Not really. No, playing guitar doesn't burn anywhere remotely close to the calories taken a brisk walk does. Right? Probably burn. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, even if you're shredding, if you're really shredding, you burn 5 calories, you know. If you're like Ingwe Malmsteen, playing arpeggios from hell. Right? How many calories does drumming burn, Coach? I have no idea. I've never drummed. Oh. See, Lars, I have no idea. I've never heard of this. Only if you do a continuously sick riff for 10 minutes straight. But what if it's like some slow stuff? And what if you're doing some slow hand like Eric Clapton? Yeah. Why do you have the Angus Young duck walk while playing Thunderstruck? It burns the calories. You guys have seen me do Thunderstruck, haven't you? I've put it up, but it's definitely on Facebook. Go check. Check my Facebook if you want to see Thunderstruck. I haven't messed with the whole song. I just have that whole intro, you know, with the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Like there's 2 parts to it. Do you like instant coffee? Generally not. I mean, I could do it in a pinch for the, you know, if I had to. But no, I have a coffee pot. Coach, if you repeatedly headbang while playing, you will burn. Guys, this is such a small amount of calories. Such a ridiculously small amount of calories. This stuff is not enough to matter. Do you happen to know what exactly is unhealthy about a 0-calorie energy drink as opposed to coffee? No, because I don't know what's in energy drinks. You would have to go look up the ingredient and figure it out yourself. I don't drink energy drinks, so I don't have a list of ingredients in front of me to go research it with data. So I have no idea. I guess it would depend on the individual energy. It would depend on what's in it. I just don't drink those things. I don't see the point. Notice I didn't say they were unhealthy. I said you'll have to actually go look up the individual ingredients in the one you're consuming and determine that. Dozen intense gaming, probably not that many, dude. How many fat gamers you see who game all day? Yo, what's good, hussy? You calling me a hussy? Your mama's a hussy. Ooh, you got burned. You got taken to school, son. Even if you say you didn't really take me to school, I did do this, miss my stream. If I decide I took you to school, you got took to school, son. My bad, Gangy. It's just like lingo, hussy. Oh, okay. I thought hussy is like you calling me a hussy, like a Jezebel. Calling me a hoe. What's up? All right. But it's all good, man. The new PlayStation Fight controller is pretty cool. Makes you really work for it, I suppose. Haven't seen that. Taniki, you the bras. I don't know what a bras. So you got to explain this to me, man. I don't have Urban Dictionary handy. So tell me quickly what that means. Like, just be like, this is what this means. Right? Break it down for me. Give me the breakdown. Give me the 411. All right. Now my age is showing. People are like, what does this old dude just say? Ask for the 411, man. Come on. They'd be like, what is this, the 90s? The 90s were a happening time, man. Right? So I was actually cool in the 90s. Back in my day. Coach, have you seen the film The Perfect Witness? I've never even heard of it. Okay, so huz is referred to as the female woman. Bras would be the bros, but people say bras to mix in with the huz. So, okay, I get it, man. That makes sense, actually. I'm 32 and the kids are already calling me, okay, man, you got to deal with it. 411 for the early 80s. Well, I was born in 76, so think about it. I guess I get the 80s and 90s mixed up sometimes. Got to remember, 90s was grunge, 80s was big hair, right? Glam metal hairspray all over the dudes. The chicks had the big hair. Well, that would be where I skinned my head hitting that tree branch, but you already know that. Yes, you got it. There we go, Lars. Blaha, what's the fastest way to make a coffee? I don't know. Glam was not early. No, glam was in the early 80s, dude. All right. Now, dude, think Motley Crue. All right, glam. If you like Motley Crue. What else? Def Leppard. All right. Is making coffee really fast, burn calories? Maybe. We're going to have a good Friday. Mr. Bud, we're going to have a great Friday, man. We're going to have a fantastic Friday. Hey, Chess, he's a guy who keeps coming back in. And don't address him. I'm letting him post it, but I've already answered him, so do not answer him any further. He already has the answers. Coach, did you get the glam metal haircut? I had the spikes. I even had a ducktail in the early 80s, and it was considered cool. All right? So early 80s, man, I was walking around with a spike haircut and a ducktail. Like, seriously. Coach, why is protein powder so absurdly expensive now? Is it really? I don't think it's really more expensive. I haven't seen an increase. I don't know. Some parts of the 80s I kind of miss because I grew up in it. I mean, I don't miss the lack of me making internet money. you know. But, well, that sounds like I need to put my Amazon wish list up then and have the followers buy me some protein. Hey guys, I have an Amazon wish list listed under every video. You guys want to send me some protons? I was a teenager in 1981. Wow, you're older than me, right? You're older than me, homie. Sugar daddy for protein, that's right. You're Leo. Y'all guys could send me some protein. All right? Y'all want to support the cut, support the cause. That's how you do it. Hold on, checking a few client messages. No, I'm not going to relapse. I'm never drinking again. I've made a firm decision I will never drink again. And I've been over 6 years. How many minutes of morning cardio do you hit? My baseline for the total day is 3 hours is my minimum per day right now. We're closing in on 2 hours for the morning fasted already. We're almost at 2 hours now, actually. That's the same all over the world. Protein is great. It's nothing to do with local U.S. policies. People want to blame U.S. politics for everything. All right. Like the economy also wasn't horrific last year. Right? Like the worst I've ever seen in my life. Does Nintendo Switch 2 stay? I don't know. I've never seen a Nintendo Switch. Hey, PS5, my entire knowledge of the Nintendo Switch is from memes on the internet. I've never actually seen one. It's because so many more people started working out, it became a trend again. Lots of people continue to work out more and more every year. No, I'm fine around other drinkers. I'm not real cool if someone tries to offer me a drink, I tell them it's messed up. But, right? No, I'm okay being around drinkers now. I've been for years now. I just don't partake. I'll drink a Coke Zero or a Diet Coke or something. And that's what I do. But I'm also the safe designated driver because I know I'm going to be sober. So if someone needs a ride, I got them, in my circle. I've also lost a friend. In my circle of friends, we lost a good friend to a drunk driver in our 20s. And so my main bros, so we're all kind of really serious about that. Do you Uber? What do you mean, do I Uber? I just said I'd be the driver. I mean, I Uber when I go to airports because I don't want to pay for parking. All right. That's why we were in an epidemic it's not an epidemic. Gear's not really a major problem, honestly. It's so far down the list of concerns. Alcohol's an epidemic. Obesity's an epidemic. Gear's just gear. Now my dairy farts are acting up. Chess says, I haven't drank alcohol in a good many years. Sometimes I will like to have one glass of wine because I'm pissed. It's still unhealthy though. Even in moderation, look at the data on cancer. 1 drink a month literally increases cancer rates measurably. Well, I don't know about that with people under 18 taking gear. I don't know of many because I don't associate with that crowd. I don't be hanging out with them. So I don't know. I guess with the prices of gear these days, you can see more of that. It's accessible. I'm your dad. No, you're not Tom Platz. First off, Tom Platz isn't my dad. Second, you're not the real Tom Platz. You're fake. Fake Tom Platz in here. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's get those likes up though, guys. Come on. We need more likes so we get more views in here. You guys can tell that fatigue's kicking in for Coach. Trying to get people to get me motivated. Thoughts on Shizzy. I don't know what that is, man. Bro, you're gonna have to go through this with me again. You gotta make me hip to your lingo. Because then I don't understand it. Keep in mind, dude, I'm an old Slavic dude from Texas. You know what I mean, bro? So you got to explain it to me. He is a person. If he claims natty, he's not natty. No. Coach, thoughts on shoe nice. Peppermint, you know the rule. Basketball team, boxer, TV show, supplement, what is it? Probably lose your cool if you saw him. No, I wouldn't lose my cool. I mean, if he came up and lied to my face, I will, because I don't appreciate a dude on trend lying to my face when I'm a grown man. I'm not one of his fangirls. You know, don't lie to my face. It's not cool. It's disrespectful. Right? That's how I do treat dudes when they pull that to me in person and they did, like, sorry, dude. I'm like, dude, that's disrespectful as hell. Sorry, Coach. Shoe Nice is a YouTuber who used to do crazy things like down bottles of gin and eat random things. Okay, I've never heard of him. Well, no, if he's a fitness influencer on social media who claims natural, he's on gear. We're done. I mean, sorry. People don't like that. That's just reality. Okay, I didn't see him back then in the Old West. Of course, that's when I was at my start. That's when Coach was at his start, man. This one may not get the views we want today unless it really picks up. I don't know how long I can stand to pedal. Again, fasted leg day. Thoughts on Ziz? I did a whole video breakdown on Ziz like 12 years ago. You can see that again. Nothing's really changed. So type Ziz into my channel count. There's like a video 11, 12 years ago, 13, whatever. I did a breakdown on it. Outside of that, he's not relevant. Why does anyone even know who he is anymore? This is 2025. Seems crazy. All right? You can go see my old thoughts on it. I broke it down in detail, kind of just thoughts on his mindset and his approach and what he did and his tragic death and all that. I covered all of it. Maybe we don't need to rehash it, man. It's so ancient history. All right. I didn't hold a negative view of him, though. You know, there was some negative stuff, but at the very least, I did point out he died tragically, and that's really sad. He made some mistakes, a little bit of a misguided young man, but he also got a lot of people into the gym, so there is that. Right? You know, and I will leave that. So he did leave a positive legacy, right? Because how many people started working out because of him? So even though his own story was tragic, he did have a net positive effect on the world. And I think that's a fair statement. Hey, please stick. Only a dumbass thinks 100 average men are losing to a gorilla. Like, you have to be a complete moron to think it's even possible for it to even be a real question. I could see the argument 20 average guys, not 100. You might have an argument or a discussion if we're talking 20 guys, maybe. And that's a maybe. So why does gear even need to come to the equation? It's a silly question. There's no way the gorilla wins. Yeah, there's no way. It's not even possible. Like, anyone who thinks that has no critical thinking at all. Zero. Like, you got to be like a 6-year-old kid level intellectually to think that's even possible. To give the gorilla even 1 in 1,000 odds from a gambling perspective, you'd be dumb. Like, if your money was on the line, dude, you're losing your money. Right? No. Dude. Nope. A bookie who really knew what was going on, if they were to put this up, would definitely give 1,000 to 1 odds on the gorilla. And then everyone would vote for the gorilla and they'd all lose their money because there ain't no way. Yeah, 100 men versus gorilla is a low-key IQ test. I agree, Peppermint. It basically tells you who the below-average intellect people are. People who are under 100 IQ are the only ones saying there's any chance that gorilla's winning. Anyone who's remotely intelligent was just laughing, like, there's no way. Yeah. So you probably don't want to fall into that trap, guys. It's not a good look. All right. The only question is how many seconds does the gorilla last in this scenario? If I were to have to bet money, like my own hard-earned money, I say the gorilla doesn't make it a full 60 seconds before it's over, before he's completely loses, possibly dead, definitely incapacitated. I give him best case 60 seconds, and that's being very generous of the gorilla. All right. I've discussed it in vast detail already in previous live streams weeks ago. Basic physics, knowing about animals, knowing about humans. Dude, I'm telling you right now that again, the gorilla's not as big and strong as you think he is, and he's a non-aggressive animal. At least make it a bigger, like an animal that's in the 2,000 pound range with horns or claws, like a grizzly, a polar bear, a giant bull who still has his horns, a 2,500 pound bull. Make it something challenging. A gorilla is just dumb. Like, the gorilla's nuts. He's done. One man is, gorilla's a non-aggressive creature though, so he's not gonna just fight like that. People forget that gorillas are relatively unaggressive. They're pretty gentle. You know, I've done full detailed videos on the strength of gorillas. Hey, please text back. You do know I did an entire video on the strength of great apes like 10 years ago. It's a highly detailed video. So why are you telling me how much a gorilla can lift? I have a video with like 80,000 views breaking it down from 10 years ago. So why are you telling Blaha this? Doesn't change my answer. All right. How many average men would you need to take down Eddie Hall? Unarmed? I'm not sure. Well, no, I mean, I researched a lot of details on force production of great apes for that video. Like not just gorillas, chimps, everything. And I broke down why they have the neuromuscular efficiency they do compared to a human. I've also done videos breaking down the GI tract of gorillas versus humans regarding their diet and muscle growth. More gorillas assess people going, yep, Dean, we're back to this again. Nice work on your latest back workout video. Your body looks so good. Thank you. Well, we're cutting now. We're going to look a lot better. Okay, I'll end the topic. Gorillas done. This is why Coach is the best. He actually researches before he makes the video. All right? Hey, beautiful, please remove your Alex Jones content from my channel, man. We don't do conspiracy theory here. I'm just not interested. All right. Yep. So, again, not a conspiracy channel, guys. Unless we want to return to the fake Merc thing. I need to get that crown. You're the best coach. To get that crown, man, you got to post a bunch of streams. Actually, this far into a stream, the only way to seize the crown would probably be to donate a super chat. TRT wouldn't do anything its replacement does. TRT doesn't make anyone bigger or stronger. For the most part, very minimally. But if you already have a normal testosterone, TRT has zero effect. Honestly, bro. What? Your mom's a bum. All right. All right. Gorilla on bull test versus 20 of you. 20 of me. Oh, we busting a cap in that ass. So, I win. Because you're not going to catch me lacking in them streets. Right? 20 Jason easily. 20 of me, dude. That's a lot of magazines and ammo. Next. All right. Jason, do you do much cardio? You do too much cardio. You're overtraining. I'm cutting right now. I'm literally doing the sort of contest prep bodybuilders do to get ripped. We're doing a bro diet with tons of less cardio. Yes, I will gain zero muscle from it. You are correct. But we are losing body fat. And the goal is to retain muscle. No, I don't want to do a video of me going shopping. Guys, we don't do pew chat. I've already told you I'm going to have to start banning for that because it hurts my algorithm for you to even discuss those terms. Joker, so please delete your comment or I'm going to have to ban you. I've already made that very clear. I need to put up a memo on that. That hurts my money for you to do that. So please delete your comment. You're wasting your time with that. I'm walking stuff and riding the bike. Oh, King, get out of here. After cutting, you're going to look so good. Can't wait to witness. There we go. It's coming along. We're at 216 and going down still. So making progress. Yeah, but you're listing actual real pew talk. I'm going to delete your comment for you and give you a warning. Because I can't have it in my chat, dude. Come on. You guys know that. All right. Okay. Done. So I removed your post. Please refrain from using pew terminology directly in the future. Thank you. Jason, you walk 5 times in a day. What do you mean? I'm literally dropping 2 pounds of fat per week. How is that not showing results? You're literally watching the scale go down and my body fat melt week to week over the last 3 weeks. So, objectively false. All right. Who's the greatest liar of all time, Julia? Everyone sitting in DC, every politician on the face of the earth. Training on point, nutrition on point, that's what we do. There we go, Trevor. I get people arguing they don't like what I'm doing with my diet. They don't like what I'm doing with my cardio, right? That's not conspiracy, that's just in general. Everyone knows all politicians lie. I don't discuss my relationship status at all, Julia. Morning, Brav, are you American? I mean, I'm Texan. This Jim King, that's nice, Jim King. Your mama doesn't have a chest. No, it's absolutely not, Joker. Next. That's just common sense. Everybody knows this. I mean, that's an old joke since my childhood. How do you tell if a politician is lying? Look to see if his lips are moving. Right? Hey, Clyde, we just said no pew talk. All right, I'm going to stop warning anymore. It literally kills my money. I told you guys over and over. I'm tired of giving warning. All right, how's everyone doing today? Oh, this is a fake Jason Blaha. So many weirdos in today, I know, right? They everywhere. They just everywhere. Yeah, definitely getting tired in this cardio. I'm going to try to push through. I'm going to try to hit the hour on this one, but man, I already did an hour 20 fasted out on a leg day. I did squats and deadlifts this morning. We still haven't had breakfast. See if we can push it through. Why you always crying? Your mama's crying, Jim King. Get out of here, Julia. All right, next. All right. Jim King, your mama's crying. You just got schooled, son. What you gonna do about it? You just got burned. All right. Peppermint, there's so many of them. Let's get on some real fitness or whatever chats, man, for the last few minutes. Because Coach getting tired. Coach is wanting to quit this. Do you like pre-ran Norcos? I don't know what that means. So again, Joker, you know the rule. When you drop a word that I don't know, is this a basketball team, a boxer, a supplement, a TV show, right? Do YouTube reps watch these streams for unapproved content? No, they have AI that catches stuff. Do you have strength goals you want to keep? I'm trying not to think about it, nutbag, because I know that I can regain strength if I happen to lose some. So I'm literally like, let's just keep weight on the bar and just train. But I have to accept there could come a point, as lean as I'm wanting to get, where there could be a compromise. So I'm not actually trying to think about it. All right, Coach, would you do speed squats before heavy deads? No. Hey, please, AI makes mistakes, correct? He's like, he gets tired. I'm literally fasted. I did a squat and deadlift session this morning. I'm past 2 hours of cardio, fasted. Oh gosh. Hello, YouTube AI bots. Could you, nothing suspicious going on here. Get out of here. Tell them, man. Makes sense for the mental game. Yeah, not bad. We have to, everything has to be done that way. We have to have a certain mindset with stuff that we approach. How about heavy deads and speed squats? Maybe, but generally, Peppermint, why don't you just run conjugate the way it's intended? Is using poppers before lifting a bad idea? I don't know what that means. Could you restate that in common, plain English? I don't know that slang term. So, you're talking like popcorn, Popeye's chicken, what's a popper? Keep in mind, if it's a drug, I'm not liking drug culture. If you're a hater, drop a super chat. Sure, you'll tell them, Gene. Tell them to drop them super chats, man. No flex, I'm good. I don't need any advice, man. Mr. Steal Your Girl said just hit a new PR today for bench. Awesome, man. Good stuff. PRs, baby. All day. Glad to hear it, man. What was your bench PR? I don't care how low it is. I don't care if you bench 135 pounds as a PR. What's your PR? PR is a PR. It all counts. Right? All right. How much is your PR, bro? Up hit the 1 million pound. Come on, dude. Give me an honest answer, man. Chad says, hey, coach, I shouldn't have asked that question. I apologize. There you go, Chad. Appreciate it, man. Now that you came back. I didn't ban you, though. I love this emoticon. I realize how ridiculous I say. You sounded totally ridiculous. Yep. I remember your question. Like when you know a dude thinks the whole red pill movement is dumb, and he's like pro-marriage, all that stuff. It just sounds really silly. My bench PR was picking up this cut, 155 pounds. What are you talking about? We got the likes, we not got the views. The views were higher earlier, man. It is what it is. It's kind of late in the stream though, man. I don't know if they're gonna pick up. I don't know how much longer I really want to apologize. Yeah, I apologize for that. Hey, Chad, all is forgiven, man. All good, brother. Right? If a man admits his wrong and apologizes, a real man accepts it when it's something that didn't cause any true harm. Right? Can't hold grudges over that. There we go. Hitting those likes, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Coach, have you heard of the freemen of the land? Yeah, it's dumb as hell. It's not new. That's like 20 plus years old, dude. It's dumb. It's not based in reality. All right. If it's what I remember. That's nice. I benched 405 the other day. Hey, man, 405 is real good, dude. You should be proud of that. It's still funny, though, Coach. What the whole free man, yeah. Dudes who think because whatever, we're not subject to the law. That's not going to work too well. You're going to end up going to prison. You tell the cop, I'm a free man of the land. They just arrest you anyways. You can't do that. Then they lose in court and they go to prison and realize they were wrong. Their lawyer's like, none of this is actually true, dude. You fell for some stupid internet thing. I'm a free man. Perks of being, I wouldn't know. I've never met a man who's 5'1" personally. Not that I can think of. I kind of like the short girls though, like that. Right? Sometimes I've dated a lot of really tall girls though. Both of my ex-wives were like 5'8" plus. Sadly, the passport bro influencers sometimes can get to us. No, they don't. They don't get to anyone who's like secure, man. Come on. Jay, can we get a full body shot? No. Why don't you got blood on your other alternative platforms? What do you mean? All right. No, I don't understand what you mean, Saul. JK, I'm 6'3", talking. Okay, cool, man. Swerving, oh, good and splat. Good morning, man. That's an unusual name, but that's cool, man. All good. All good, brother. Definitely getting tired from all this, though. My breakfast is sitting there waiting on me. We've done almost 2 hours and 20 minutes total today, fasted, plus squat and deadlift session. That breakfast is sounding kind of good. Comes a moment where you look forward to chicken and brown rice. Right? That's what we have to do to get cut, though, Coach. You got to get lean. And I get people, hey, Coach, you never get really lean, and I'm doing it, and they get angry because of how I'm doing it. How dare you use a traditional approach? Hey, Snake, I've never been on the carnivore diet, never ever promoted the carnivore diet. I'm extremely anti-carnivore. What are we doing for breakfast? Hey, Swervin, since we're on a serious cut, chicken, brown rice, broccoli, sweet potatoes. That's my breakfast. It's in the Instapot. That's what I had yesterday. It's what I'm going to have for dinner. I'll have some Greek yogurt and maybe a protein shake in between somewhere. Oh, that's not bad. You're having chicken and broccoli and brown rice and sweet potato. Yes, not bad. Can we buy? I should have some merch on the underneath the videos. Yeah, should be a link for it. Greetings, Coach. What's up, us man? Trying to just push this one out. Love sweet potato. I don't eat fish ever, US. You guys know that I hate fish. I can't stand it. So no, the answer is obviously no. And we call them French fries in America. Since doing speed bench and reverse grip, I've been looking more diesel triceps. Okay, cool, peppermint. Awesome. Put up some stuff on your channel, man. Let's see how you're doing while fish is protein. Fish absolutely stinks. Dean just became a member. Thank you, Dean. Dean became an orc warrior finally. Awesome. Do you have Jason iced coffee? No, not really. I don't really do iced coffee. You guys have seen my coffee cup. I know what my favorite coffee cup looks like. I still put up pictures of it on social media. Do you like the benefits of fish oil? Sometimes, if I remember to take it. I only do the extra strength when I do it, though. I have some of my Amazon wish list, though, if people want to buy it for me. Hot coffee. I only do hot coffee. I only do hot coffee. Man, this has been a lot. Cardio this morning. This is all before noon on a leg day and before breakfast. I'll take that win, though. A lot of engagements here. Yeah, I just drink hot coffee. I like the nice peristalsis in the morning, nice good poop. You drink the coffee? No, I do intermittent fasting, so it's just straight black coffee. It's the only thing I have before breakfast. It's just black coffee, man. Right? Your mama's hot, Drake. Coach, does Texas have different countries like England? No, I mean, we have different regions. DMJ cardio on leg day, you strong, how can you pick me up? I probably could. What do the numbers mean, Jason? What do you mean the numbers? Hell yeah, black coffee's good. Yeah, we've done 2 hours and 20 minutes of fasted cardio after squats and deadlifts. It's been a day. I'm gonna need to do another cardio session this afternoon though. But I'm gonna have to eat first. We're not trying to do 3 fasted hours on a leg day. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the word resnod means. Could you translate that into English? Is that a TV show, a basketball team, a boxer? Right? I'm 6'2", 260 and smoking. No, I'm not interested. The snake. I'm strictly taco, no burrito. All right, guys, it's time to wind this down, though. So, yeah, we're winding it down, man. It's time to get some breakfast. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.